What's up, guys? We just ran a Potion exclusive interview with Cupsy, the #1 meme coin trader in the world, who has publicly made over $25 million in just 1 year. We just did this interview inside of the Potion Discord, and we're hosting a promotion that if you use code Cupsy, it gets you 50% off of the access to Potion. I'm going to be interviewing Cupsy and asking him how he became the GOAT scalper trader, and I hope you guys enjoyed this interview, and I'll see you in Potion because we're going to be doing a lot more interviews with a lot more top traders. Enjoy. What's up, guys? Today I'm bringing you guys an exclusive interview inside of the Potion Discord with the best meme coin trader of all time, Cupsy himself. I have a few notes
Yep.
here written down and some questions I want to get into. We'll kind of let the chat just kind of ask whatever it is they want, and we can pick and choose questions from here and there. Can everybody in the chat hear us? Yeah. Okay. Do you guys hear Cupsy? Talk real quick.
Yep.
All right. Cool. So I guess we'll talk about real quick some some basic things, right? Like I think everybody wants to know, what were you doing before trading?
Well, before I was just chilling, playing video games. I had just a normal job and stuff, and then started to slowly shift into this full time.
How did you discover like trenching?
Um, well, I was always into crypto for a few years, and so I had it on my like Twitter a lot. I started seeing it come back when this bull run first started again. Like types of coins and stuff. I was looking on shit like Bird Eye, stuff like that. And I started trading radium coins back in the day when there wasn't really pump fun. Then I slowly shifted to pretty much only scanning pump fun. Slowly. I guess it just happened, to be honest.
Were you trading before pump fund was like a thing, like new pairs?
Yeah, I was.
So just like photon new liquidity pools, stuff like that?
Yep. And then like pump fund started to pick up a lot, and I started to realize that the RR on pump fund was like really good. So that's why I just shifted to that, and I guess I was scanning pretty much pump fund only all day every day since like probably like May.
And one of the most important questions that everybody always wants to know is like, how much did you start with?
Probably like in my like actual like trading all, I probably started with like a few thousand, maybe like 10, 15, 20 soul, something in that range. I don't know. I don't remember exactly.
What was like the first like big cook that you were like, yo, I might like want to do this full time?
Um, I don't even. Oh, I'm trying to think. I had a few back then. I think it was a radium coin on one of them, or maybe it wasn't.
Did you ever get into
But
like
I
any of the big
forget what it
ones?
was.
Like Nub,
I
Wisp?
forget what. Yes, Nub. Yeah, Nub. Um, Nub was probably my first big one on a like radium coin. Yeah.
What were the
And
like
there was a lot back then. There was like really, it was really easy. Like if you're scanning new pairs and had a decent idea what you're doing, is really easy to get in stuff back then, in my opinion.
Cool. All right. So I want to go ahead here and like in between every few questions, let the chat ask some questions. Are you able to see the chat?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So chat, if you guys want to go ahead and just put some questions. All this is being recorded, by the way, so don't ask stupid questions for my YouTube. Thank you.
Um.
Are you trenching right now?
Yep. I just tried to pull it up on my second monitor because Trump was active, bro. I thought I was in a cook, but how do you do it for so long? Diet routine, etc. I mean, during prime market, I definitely wasn't prioritizing all that stuff. I guess it was just like a sacrifice for like a short term, sacrificing sleep, diet, health, I guess, which probably isn't the best thing, but it was only for a few months.
Cool. I really want you to answer this question. I think it's one of the really important things that people talk about all the time, especially on TikTok or Instagram. Whenever I see people talking about Cupsy, it's just
Is it
always
what
comes
Killis
up.
said?
No, not what Click said. Oh, what did he say? Yeah, okay. So I want to talk about copy traders. Like, do you dump on your copy traders? What exactly? How do you feel about copy trading in general?
I would trade the same way if I had 0 copy traders or 100 copy traders. Like, I mean, people will say, I only make money because of copy traders, blah, 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 this, that. But like, first of all, I wouldn't have copy traders for no reason. Second of all, I wouldn't keep, if I, like, when I have copy traders, I wouldn't keep them for no reason as well. Because if you just sit there and sell on copy traders over and over and over, I'm sure, like, you've noticed this too when you've traded on a public wallet and stuff. If you sell on them over and over, or if you don't trade well, the copy traders leave. So they wouldn't stay for no reason, and I wouldn't have them for no reason. So yeah, and I also encourage no one to copy trade me. Never, posting my wallet or posting P&Ls, whatever. People do that at their own will. I think if you try to copy trade someone on a like, AFK bot wallet, whatever, like, you're just asking for it, no matter who you're copy trading.
How come you took yourself off of KOL scam?
Um, well, let me see. I DM them. What did I tell them? I was saying like lots of people saying it's a bad look for the normie new traders, and it ruins a lot of coins. Plus, a lot of others were asking to be removed. Makes things seem unrealistic to new people and causes a bunch of hate on the KOL scan platform as well. And I'd rather stay off because I don't really care to be on there. The only benefit from being on there is ego, and I don't care about that at all.
Yeah,
So
you
I'd
don't.
rather keep
People always
I'd
said
rather keep trading without being on there, because me being on there and me not being on there doesn't change anything or affect anything. I'll trade the same way no matter what. So it just brings too much bad with no benefit.
people say like you could really blow up on social media if you wanted to, but you don't even tweet. You don't care at all about like social media presence.
Yeah, no,
You're just
because
aura farming.
I could trade. I would trade the same way if I had 1 follower or if I had 1,000,000. It doesn't matter.
All right, chat. Any more important questions you guys want to get through before I continue my set of questions? Are you tired of winning?
Nope. I still trade. So many people I'm close to have quit. I'm still going.
This is true. He's still there every day. Do you still trade on a laptop?
No.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna continue with my questions, chat, and then you guys can get a little more in by yourself. Um, Look, I want to hear your thoughts on the current market. Like, I think with your experience here, you've seen market in low times already, even back when like all the fear was going on.
Yep.
What are your current thoughts on people panicking?
Um. Well, it depends, like, where you're or what you're panicking about. But I guess trenches wise, I mean, if you're trenching, you're paying attention to coins right now, you should be able to notice that SOL price doesn't matter whatsoever. Trenches are good no matter what SOL is at. There's still money to be made every single day. There's still, big 8-figure runners every few days. There's multi-mil runners every day. So
And you're always in
I
these
think
coins.
no, not always, but I mean, there's a lot of money to be made. There's many coins that, I'm sure a lot of people, most people don't trade like this, but when I get in a coin, 10, 20, 30K and it goes to 200, 300, 400, 500K, that's still a W trade.
How much do you rely on your group chats, your alpha groups, your Telegram group chats, even the people that
Um,
you sit and call with all day?
Not much anymore. I feel like less and less and less, but there are times here and there that's really helpful.
let's see. Um, okay, so I want to talk about you saying like people giving up. A lot of your friends gave up, and with this current market sentiment, a lot of traders are not grinding. So why are you still
Yep.
grinding? Why are you still going? Especially like with all the success you already had. Like, what do you benefit from this?
I mean, when you really look at it from like a, realistic point of view, it's like even if you make, well, I'm sure this is a lot to some people in here, and maybe most people don't make this much, but say even if you trade all day, 12 hours, whatever, you make 10 SOL, which is $1,000. If you're making $1,000 a day, that is like crazy ass money, bro. So I mean, any money that I think is, crazy, I'll still do it because I mean I enjoy it. So that's probably why it's also was so easy for me to grind all day every day is because I enjoyed it when some other people didn't. So
So, what does it look like necessarily? Like you're sitting at your table right now at your desk. You have new
yep.
pairs in front of you, and I mean, are you ever watching a YouTube video, like, or are you just straight up scanning 24/7?
Yeah, I'm just scanning. Yeah, I usually don't watch anything unless it's like, super slow hours. I'll watch something on the side. But during Prime Market, I never did. I literally just stared at new pairs, talked and call.
Hmm. What is your, if you had to explain like your trading strategy and what it is that you're looking for when you're trenching, like how would you describe it?
I mean, my trading strategy is just quick flip scalping. I mean, that's all there is to it, really. Um,
What do you look for like when
I
you're quick flip scalping?
um, I mean, I get asked this a lot, but it's like, you know, people say, how do you know what to buy? How do you know what to buy? How do you know this is good? Blah blah blah. But it's all like, it's muscle memory, instinct. Like, once you do it for so long, like I know, like I have a feeling what's gonna run because I've just been doing it for so long, so it's like hard to explain. And also volume, uh, plays a factor.
Okay. Like you just feel like you've gotten really good to like being able to spot any narrative type of thing.
Yeah, cause like I can see a certain coin and have a feeling it's gonna do well just because I've s- just because I've seen so many things.
Obviously, like being online all day also really helps because you don't ever miss like any sort of news happening. I want to bring back a special moment when Trump got shot and we were in call and we
Yep.
found out that news through pump fund scanning.
Yeah.
A few months later, do you still feel like pump fund is the news?
Yes. Cause I mean, this random stuff you see on Pump Fun sometimes, like from news sources, you wouldn't really be seeing in the like if you weren't on here. And when stuff happens like with Trump or, certain countries, even tariffs, like all this stuff happening, I see it instantly just from looking at new pairs. Like I would see it before the news.
What are some of your mistakes that you've made while trading?
Um, hmm. I would say worst mistake is FOMO. Blasting a lot and just I mean top blast FOMOing with a lot of soul. That's I guess the biggest mistake
How do you
because
deal
that's
with
where
like
my biggest losses come from.
how do you deal with paper handing? I know a lot of people get really emotional about like, oh my god, I sold too early. You're the person who sold early the most ever. How do you deal with
Yep.
that?
You just gotta realize it happens. Like if you're a daily trader, it's gonna happen every day. You just gotta get used to it. Keep going. And
And
if
there's
you
always another
if you
coin.
just keep think, yeah, there'll always be another chance. And if you just keep thinking about it, it's just gonna make it worse.
Yeah. Like, can we talk about a certain situation here with the coin that it feels like every single top tier trader made a lot of money on, but you
Oh
didn't?
yeah, yep, yep.
Trump. What happened?
Um, I thought he was hacked at first, and then once I realized he wasn't hacked, I I wasn't like, thinking too well, and I just sidelined, I guess. I don't know. Like I didn't really think about it because I saw I think it was at like 2 bill once he was like 100% not hacked. And I was like, wow, 2 bill already. I don't know if I want to buy here. But then didn't realize that, 90% of it is locked. Like there's so many things to factor in that like it should have been a free buy, but I didn't buy.
After Trump, we saw a lot of countries, a lot of political stuff. How did you feel about that meta? And like, do you think that marked to the top?
It was good. There's a lot of money to be made, but there's always a lot of money to be lost too.
Do you think that
So,
that was
I
the
mean,
top, or like, do you think it's just getting
yeah,
started?
I mean, I'm not the best, with majors, but I feel like I mean, what I hope is happening right now, and I have a feeling, I guess, is we're in a cool down before, we ramp up again. So cool down for a few months and then ramp up in a few months towards the end of the year, hopefully.
But even during this cooldown, you're still going to be trading. You're still going to be trenching every day.
Yep, as long as it's, the way it is right now, I think it's good right now.
Okay. All right, Chad. We're going to go back to letting you guys ask some questions. So let's go ahead. Oh, actually, this is a really good question that you don't have to answer if you don't want to. But like, what do you plan to do after the cycle?
Um, I guess pivot as much to, investing, i- investing, business, real estate, whatever, as many different options as possible to scale up and keep always stay tabbed in crypto.
You like, and aside from this, like any passions that you have that you want to do?
Um, I don't I don't know exactly, just figuring it out day by day. Like people always ask what exactly I'm gonna do after, but like, you know, especially during prime market when they ask that, it's like, hard to answer because I'm so locked in trading all day every day. Like I'm not exactly thinking about that. So, just taking it day by day.
Okay. So obviously you're one of the fastest traders in the world. You're buying coins 3 to 5 seconds when they come out. Like, what are you researching in this amount of time? Or like, what is it about the coin that makes you want to buy so fast? Is it the name of the coin, the picture? What info are you looking at?
Um, yeah, usually the name. Yeah. If it's, something I've a feeling will run, you know, I'll quick buy and then look into it more and more. And if I think it's good, I'll hold. If I think it's bad, I'll just sell. So people, will get I don't know what the word exactly I'm looking for is, but say I quick buy something, then I look into it, then I think it's ass, and then I instantly sell. Like they think I'm, just dumping on copy traders, but like realistically, I'm just, buying and hoping it's something, and then I see it's nothing, and I sell. Like I'm just taking max risk on everything. Like I'm just buying as many things as possible because you never know when you can hit a runner. Because there's been a few times where I, think I see something that's decent pop up right on new pairs instantly, and I've been up like 200 soul within a minute because I, didn't go through like spending my time doing all that. But if it's bad, whatever, then if I quick buy it, I only lose 10, 20%, whatever. But if you do it enough times, you hit.
So, the people want to know what's been your biggest loss.
Um, Let me see. I think 40K.
40 on what token, and why did you lose that much?
Nuracat. Noland,
Oh
if you know
yeah,
him,
yeah.
he tweeted a CA and I blasted and I just got rugged. So that's
Obviously,
what I was saying. My worst mistakes, like
yeah.
FOMO, because it should have been obvious that that was just a hack.
Yeah. Look, everyone knows your wallet, the infamous ASG, and then your new wallet. How much have you made total trenching?
Um, probably like probably 20,
The fucking goat
right
chat.
at that level.
$20,000.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Chat. He made $20. That's insane, bro. $20 million from trading meme coins in literally a year. That's yeah. I mean, you know how crazy that is, right?
Yeah, yeah. But it's also crazy to think that there were
Opportunities to make that in
what?
one trade, huh?
Yeah, like, two people in my group that I trade with alone made basically that on one coin. And so
Yep.
it's like you put it into perspective, it's insane. Like one person made 15 mil, another made like 25, then another made like 10, like just off one trade. So,
Yeah. No, it's definitely something crazy. Chat. Any other questions that you guys feel is important to ask? What's your sleep schedule like? You're always trading. That wallet's always active.
um, well, right now it's a lot different than prime market, but like prime market and what I kind of want to go back to is wake up at like what, like 7 or 8 Eastern time and trade until like uh 1 to 2 Eastern time. So I would get like 6 hours of sleep, and then yeah, and all the other time I was not sleeping, I was trading.
Were you profitable from the start? And if not, how long until you were?
Um, I think it took me like probably like 2 weeks
Of
to
24/7, or
be
like
profit.
or just like a few hours a day?
I mean, yeah, I wasn't really grinding when I first started like hard. So, um, but by the time I was like fully grinding, yeah, I was constantly profitable.
What are your thoughts on wallet tracking?
Uh, it's good if you know what you're doing.
Do you track people?
But yeah, I do.
Okay.
I was gonna wait, hold on. I have to my headset's dying, 1 sec.
Chat, if you guys have any questions you guys want to ask, just put them in the chat.
All right. Hello.
Okay.
Uh,
I got a few really good questions here. First of all, what's your opinion on like quote unquote the streamers and the KOLs that are supposedly ruining the market? Do you actually think that's like a thing or what?
Um, yes and no. Um, I think like certain streamers, yes, are are not good to the market, but there are certain streamers that are fine in my opinion. Like you'll see certain streamers like I'm trying to think like I guess Tavern, Spoono, and Santos. Like I guess those are some of the ones I could think of. Like they never really got hate, for
Hmm.
streaming, and they trenched and everything. But you'll see people like Red, uh, people like him, Scented, get hate, whatever. I I think like trading on stream is completely fine, and in my opinion, people need to have some accountability for themselves. Like if you're buying because you see someone else buying on stream and you lose money, it's just your fault, to be honest. You're asking for it.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time, when they're on stream and they're like, "Oh my God, this is so good. This is so good. This is gonna run. Blah blah blah. This goes at least 300K, and it's sitting at 200K, and they're making their viewers FOMO, and then they just sell. Yeah, that's a little messed up. That's when it gets bad, in my opinion. But when you're just sitting there trading normally, letting people hear your thoughts and uh, just I guess just trading normally. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. And if people are buying after you and they lose money, that's their fault. They should know what they're getting themselves into.
Someone starting right now today, what would you tell them to focus on and to learn and get to where you are at?
I would say just scan as much as you can and you'll eventually learn. Like you don't even have to buy anything. Just look and you'll see, oh, this went to 300K because of this, blah blah blah, or whatever. You'll just eventually pick up everything and learn.
What would you say took you from making a few $1,000s a day to making 200 grand a day, which you were doing almost every day for like of a month?
Um, I mean, this is, I guess we're in that time almost right now, but I would say in August, September, when it was really dead, a lot of people, were not grinding. A lot of people gave up for a bit. I was still on like all day, every day, and it was like so dead. It was to a point where we'd be lucky to get like a 300K runner in a day, and there'd be like one coin bonding an hour. It was insane, but I was still grinding that whole time. And so I guess while I was grinding that whole time and everyone else was taking a break, giving up, whatever, I was, perfecting everything with my trading style and just getting better and better every day. So by the time the market was crazy, I was prepared and at my best to trade that market. And I guess in the prime market, it paid off that my trading strategy, like, worked well.
So, I mean, right now we're in that same dead market. So you would suggest to the people to grind during these times as well.
Yep, obviously you can't say it's gonna happen again. Like you can't you can compare this to, September times where it's kind of dead, but I mean, it's a lot more active right now than it was in September in my opinion, but you could say grinding right now while a lot of the bigger guys are, giving up and taking a break gives you time to catch up or even pass them and you'll be better than them by the time the market picks up. But I mean, you can't guarantee, the market's ever going to pick up again. It could just slowly bleed. You never know. But the thing is, I guess if you never take the risk, you never know. But it could pay off if you get really good right now while everyone else is, not grinding.
Did you ever trade anything prior to meme coins?
Yeah, I traded crypto before, yeah.
Do you ever do any TA on any meme coins?
No, don't never do TA on a meme coin.
Have you ever read a book on trading?
No,
Who is your favorite person to trade along?
like in a call,
Yeah.
trade with. Oh,
Who do you consider to be like the goats? Because obviously you only trade with goats.
oh, I don't know, bro. There's a lot of people I love trading with. Like, mm,
If you had to pick one, who's your go-to? Who's cooked the most with you?
I guess the person I've made the most with just trenching because he grinded most with me and we had very similar trading styles and it was just me and him in call most of the time.
Waddles.
I'd say Waddles.
I knew it.
Yep.
The goat. Yeah, we love Waddles. We're gonna get a Waddles interview next. Do you think you'll ever quit?
I mean, I don't want to, but it may get to a point where it might not be worth it to, trade meme coins anymore. So
um, what makes that's like a pretty explanatory question. I would say you chose Waddles because of the amount of time that you guys just put in together.
yeah, because during prime market, not everyone woke up early. Some people be waking up like 1 p.m., whatever. But me and Waddles are on like early every single morning. It was just me and him a lot of the time. And he would, be the same as me basically. He would just be on all day, every day, and he wouldn't, get off, take breaks really and stuff. So I mean, and we also just had similar like trading styles. Like,
Play styles.
we'd see things at like, 0, just find good narratives super early.
um, I think the answers to this question are very basic, so we'll run through them. What scares you away from coins? Are you buying when the dev sells? Are you not buying because there's bundles?
Um, no, I I will buy no matter what. I always say this to people, like, it doesn't matter who's holding the coin, who has what percent, whatever. Even if a dev is holding it hostage, whatever, doesn't matter who's holding what. If Rat Wizard has 5%, whatever. If a coin is good, it's gonna go no matter what.
People
If the
always say
coin's good enough.
you're using bots, you're using nodes. Are you using any of that to trade?
I use raw photon and nothing else.
He
It's
goes
funny
raw,
when
guys.
people say that.
No protection. I always see that you're an automated bot.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's funny people say, like, there's no possible way that I am not using anything, but it's literally just, have meme scope pulled up and I'm, quick buying stuff and sometimes have multiple charts pulled up. It's really, not that complicated when you think about it.
Yeah. The chat wants to know what the setup looks like. How many monitors do you have?
One.
One monitor. How? Okay. What keyboard and mouse? What?
um, a G Pro. Um, yeah,
What do you
random
have up on
keyboard.
your monitor right now?
I have Discord, like, kind of small. Well, it's not small, but it's like in the middle of my screen. So when I have like Discord or Telegram pulled up, I can see, new pairs at the same time, if you know what I
Is it
mean.
like an ultra wide monitor or just a normal?
Normal.
How big is the monitor?
I don't, like 27 inches, I
Oh my
think,
god, it's
or
a gaming monitor, chat.
29. Yeah.
um. Okay.
I feel like I talked about this a lot with people in Pioneer. Like, they're saying, like, how do you only trade on one monitor? How do you not use Twitter tracker? All this, blah blah blah. Like, I feel like that also put me in the, like, I guess help my strategy even more because, I'm not, a lot of people, be looking away at Discord and Telegram when, good stuff is coming out, but my eyes are locked in on every single new coin that comes out
That's true, bro.
always.
My ultra wides do. Damn,
So I
guys,
like,
the strat.
I never missed anything because I was just staring at new pairs and I'm not looking away at anything else
Do you use
ever.
CT tracker?
No.
Hmm.
I agree though. I probably should, and it is good. But a lot of the time you know, say Elon tweets a meme or something, I'm gonna see it when it pops up on new pairs anyway. But I guess when you do have a Twitter tracker and you are staring at Twitter tracker, I guess you will be ready for it to come out. Like, you do have a, few second head start
Do
on
you
it.
use
Guess
any?
someone like me.
Do you use any filters on e-pairs?
Nope.
um, if you can't afford a second monitor, we can sponsor one for you. By the way.
All right.
You don't have to answer this question, but the chat's been asking. You can just be like a yes or no. Do you have a supercar?
Nope.
Okay, simple guy. Uh, what type of fees and what type of slippage do you use?
Let me see. I lowered my fees for market right now because it's not as quick. I guess like 0.02, 0.03. Um, like 40 slippage,
Yeah.
but both were higher, and I always change them too. I the higher volume is, or the higher the market volume is in general, I raise them both.
What are your strategies for cutting losses early? Do you wait for retraces or do you just step out when you feel like you need to immediately?
Oh, that's a hard one. It depends. Usually I just decide to cut it. I don't know, like when I feel like it. most of the time, but sometimes I will wait for a retrace. But the thing is, if you're waiting for a retrace, there's risk with, that retrace might not ever come.
All right, chat. We're gonna get near the end of this interview here shortly. How do you choose when to stable?
That's a good one. I got, not gonna lie, with this, cycle so far, except for what I'm holding right now. Uh, I guess I got pretty lucky because, say when Solana went to 240, then dipped to 160 or whatever. Like that's one example. So the whole time I'm trenching while Solana's 160, 170, 180, whatever, I'm just stacking Sol every day and I wasn't swapping. And then, when it goes back up to, 220, 230, whatever, then I swap. So a lot of the time during the whole cycle, I'd stack a lot of Sol when it was low, and then I would swap my profits on a bounce every single time, and it pretty much worked out every single time. And every time I felt that Solana was at a good price to swap, I would swap. So pretty much everything over 200, I was swapping pretty often. But lately I have not been swapping because I I don't know, bro. I cannot be swapping at 110, 105, bro.
What makes you a winner?
I guess the um dedication, grinding, you know. If you want to make it in this, I think if you want it bad enough, you just got to put in more time than the others, and you'll get it.
All right, chat. Your final questions. Let's get them through here, and then I have a question to end it off. If there's anything good that hasn't been answered already, we'll go through.
Buy before dev. So yeah, I don't really pay attention too much for that.
How'd you come up with
If you,
Cupsy, by the way?
I don't know. It's just a random name I chose like years ago. Played Fortnite, whatever. I don't even know. How do I break through the 40, 50 SOL PNL to 100 SOL PNL? Um, the only way to do that is more size, hold longer, and I guess bigger runners. It's really hard in this market to hit 100 sold PNL right now. If you hit 100 sold PNL right now, props to you. I tried to believe the other day I was up 100 soul on that r/stocks coin, didn't sell a dime and ended up losing on it. It's hard to hit over 100 right now, in my opinion.
All right. I have one
Um,
final question. Obviously,
okay.
this is going to go everywhere. I'm sure people are going to clip this. So, this is some hope core I want to hear out of you, Cupsy. What is your message to everyone in the world right now that wants to do this? What motivation do you have?
Um, I think there's a lot of money to be made if you know what you're doing. Um, but you got to make sure you know what you're doing because a lot of people are losing money in this market. For some people, it's probably not worth it to trade in this market. A lot of my friends are, top blasters, size traders, so they can get wrecked in a market like this. But the thing is, I also have friends that were like that and adapted to, newer trading styles in this market because when the market changes, you have to adapt. But there's a lot of money to be made if you adapt your trading style and you keep improving every day. I, as long as you don't get burnt and you're getting better and better every day, slowly stacking, it's worth the trade in this market because there's still, many gems every day. I don't think major prices matter at all for trenches, as you can see these past, week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks even. It's been really good. So I don't think there's any reason to, give up or not trade in this market.
And just one final thing everyone wants to hear you say is never stop clicking.
Yep. Never stop clicking, never stop scanning.
All right, bro. Thank you for doing this interview. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you guys relate to the interview, it's gonna be it's recorded and it'll be uploaded on like YouTube or whatever. We'll figure it out. So W Cups is in the chat, bro. Thank you, bro. What's your plans for today?
Um, I guess keep scanning. I don't know. I mean, market's been pretty good this morning. It was good yesterday. It was really good the day before. Like as I said, major prices don't matter at all. Like the day Solana dropped to 95, we got what was it? Remus went
Yes,
to like
sir.
13 mil within like a few hours. Like you can see, like it doesn't matter at all. And I guess main thing for new people. I didn't say this before, but main thing for new people to remember in this chat, like Spuno tweeted it before. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I did a interview with Frank before and um, said this, but trading is basically like a video game. You keep doing it for hours and hours every day. You're just gonna get better at the game.
Damn. He's got aura chat. All right, bro. Thank you so much for the interview. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. We're
Yep.
gonna end the stage here. Um, and hopefully one day Cupsy joins us again. Alrighty, brother. Peace.
All right. Yeah. Peace out.
Alrighty, boys. Hope y'all enjoyed that. That was dope. Thank you guys for coming out to the stage. And yeah, you guys have any questions for me? Everyone's leaving. Fuck, man. I'm not a fucking goat. Holy shit. Fuck this shit, man. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you guys all for popping out. It'll be uploaded on my YouTube. And yeah, love you guys. Peace.